Welcome back into the Sports Source. This segment brought to you by the Topoco Lodge. It is a great time to head to the mountain hideaway that is the Topoco Lodge. Days are warm, the nights are cool, the leaves are turning, and they've got everything up there. Hiking, biking, paddleboarding, kayaking, fishing, swimming, anything you want to do, they can do it because you've got this beautiful mountain setting. You've got the rushing Chiowa River right beside the lodge. It's a terrific place to stay. They've got suites, they've got rooms, and they've got cabins if you want to do your own thing while on their footprint. The Topoco Lodge. Learn more at their Facebook page and at topoco.com. All right, this is our wild card segment. We do something different here each week, and today I simply want to talk about Tennessee's offense. Last week, I said the run-pass ratio was too balanced, in my view. It was 33 runs, 32 passes. I don't think you want to put that much of the game on Jarrett Guarantano. I would rather see run game, a run-first offense. That's what you saw by the numbers yesterday. 23 passes, 51 runs. But coming out of the chute, they're taking their shots. They are throwing their deep balls, which is what they do. Let's go ahead and put up a number here and show folks in terms of where they like to throw that ball. Behind the line of scrimmage, 2 passes. That was actually one of those was the Eric Gray screen for the touchdown. From 1 to 10 yards beyond the line of scrimmage, 6 of 9. But 12 passes, 10 yards or more. 4 of 6 from 11 to 20 yards, 2 of 6 from 21 yards. Most of the yardage came from the deep balls. 7 of Guarantano's 23 targets yesterday were either fades or back shoulder fades. This team takes its shots. So when I say, is it a pass to set up the run team, we're not talking West Coast offense where short passes replace the run game. We're talking about shots downfield to set up the run, even with those numbers being as unbalanced as they were yesterday. Am I right in thinking that is this offense?
I think yesterday, Missouri kind of took a similar stance to what they did when they played Missouri last time. They played a ton of man, which doesn't really make sense because I think Missouri doesn't match up.
Ate them alive.
Yeah, Missouri doesn't really match up well in the secondary, and they like Palmer. They like the speed with Hyatt, Velus Jones. So I think, we'll probably see those numbers come down because you look across college football, there's a lot more zone than there is a lot more man, or than there is man. Tennessee, Georgia, Alabama love to play man, but generally they're going to see more zone. But yesterday, Missouri lived in man, and they wanted to take advantage, and for Tennessee's personnel, over the top made more sense for them.
I like it. I straight up be candid about it. If you get those guys that's supposed to play backwards, continuing to go backwards, that takes away your run support. If you get to the second level, you have to get big chunks off some runs, which Tennessee did. So if Coach Chaney is thinking that way, I like it. Because, and also, with these new rules of what the DBs can do to receivers, there's so many more ways to get pass interference to get a free 15 yards on a play. I love it. Keep it cracking, baby. Let's go.
Well, going back to year one, they were doing the 50-50 balls under Pruitt. So, Josh, do you think this is a team that is going to continue to take its shots to set up the run, or do you think it becomes a run-first team at some point?
Well, you mentioned year one, Auburn game, right? You win with those passes. So I would think that we see more of that. Tennessee is still going to rely on its running game, and it's still going to rely on those guys up front to set up Eric Gray and Ty Chandler, and let's see if Jabari Small or T. Hodge get more opportunities as the season goes along. So I think Tennessee's run first, but if you trust Jarrett Guarantano with those balls down the field and you see the reward that can be there if you can hit a big play down the field with very little risk and also potentially at different times, I don't know if you're going to change what Georgia and Alabama are going to do defensively, but a Missouri or Kentucky in a couple of weeks, if you change how they do things and it opens things up for those running backs or something underneath in the passing game, I'd keep doing it.
Guarantano on the year, 33 of 54, 61% completions, 449 yards, 2 touchdowns, 0 interceptions. Underline that. So you've thrown 54 passes, no picks through 2 games, always huge in the SEC. Is he ready for a road trip to Georgia? Bo Nix last night for Auburn, he was under duress much of the night, didn't have a lot of success. How confident are you in Guarantano going down to Athens, Josh?
Well, less confident than against Missouri. How strong of a take is that? Let's see. This is the real test. You're more confident than a year ago, that's for sure. But the throw to the right side of the field yesterday where he's getting hit, that could have been a pick six against Georgia where the ball is incomplete against Missouri. So you better be careful there. The protection up front to me is going to be the real test. We'll talk about the offensive line versus Georgia. If they can do their job, that'll help Jarrett Garantano do his job.
I'm ready. Look, I'm ready. This is a fifth-year senior.
Okay.
He's a fifth-year senior. He's protected the football. We've got people up front that's ready to make holes for very capable running backs. He have that more relaxed feeling to deliver strikes. He's ready to deliver strikes. It's going to be the third game. He's gotten better from the first game, the second game, and now we got the big test on the road in Georgia. And hey, it's some guy that broke a record on completions yesterday in the SEC, but he turned the ball over and threw interceptions at the same time. We've got the ball protected. We've got a fifth-year senior. I'm excited about next week's challenge.
David, I'm going to give you $100. How much of that $100 are you putting on Garantano to go down and have a big day at Georgia?
Not much. You can't ask him to win the game for you. He can make some throws. He can do some things, but you can't ask him to carry. You know, Georgia's defense right now, I looked at it last night. The last 22 drives they faced, they've given up 9 points, 3 field goals. They've scored 9 points, forced 13 punts, 4 more turnovers. I mean, Georgia's defense is who we thought they were. The offense, maybe they've figured it out. We'll see. Tennessee's defense, I think, might be a little bit better than Auburn's, but we'll see. Tennessee's going to have to make some – every time you get an opportunity, Tennessee's going to have to make some plays. Continue their run, 0 turnovers through 2 games for this entire offense. Better keep that going. That's hard to do against Georgia. I mean, Tennessee, they're going to have to play a perfect game to win that game.
I just hope they can go down there and run the football to take the pressure off Garantano. If you wind up with him having to throw 35 times in this game, I don't think that's a good day at the office. No knock on Garantano. I just think – go down there and run it 50 times. I'm going to feel pretty good about your chances. All right, when we come back, 3 up, 3 down. Who are we going with? Going back on the Sports Source.